All right, greetings and salutations. We are wrapping up this week's readings with Twin Flames and Union Reunion and Recognition. Now, if you just met your twin, this includes you. If you just got back in reunion with your twin flame, this involves you. And if you just got in union, this is for you too. But even if you in separation, this is for you too. This reading is for everybody. Like, it should be people not watching this because they feel they're not gonna get a message out of it. It's messages in every reading that I do. So just want to throw that out there. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes went, and we will begin. Head, that's swords, thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology. That's the direction you're going. That's the decisions you're making. Everything starts in the mind. Then you got cups. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators of where you're going mentally. Heart and mind must be aligned with everything that you do. Who rules the heart and mind department? The divine feminine. Then you got wands. Those are actions and behavior. Things you've done, things you're doing, not things you finna do because you ain't did it yet. What you've done and what you're doing has karma and accountability attached to it. What you finna do does not. With the King of Wands, the divine masculine, that's you, player. And you got pentacles. Pentacles are persons, places, and things. Things you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. All pentacles expire. All pentacles have expiration dates, and all pentacles are temporary. Let's get with it. Overall energy is fairly important. That's the top of the message. Bottom line energy is very important. Overall. Top row is the feminine energy. Bottom row is the masculine energy. First card is message. Overall energy. We have the Fool card. Now this is fairly important. Fool card. This is just being unaware. You know, this is being in a whole new world like Aladdin. You're just in a place you ain't never been before. Could be an actual place. Could be a pinnacle. Pinnacle. You know, you ain't a pinnacle you've reached, and since it's a new pinnacle, you just trying to get used to it. You still trying to figure things out. You know, could be this twin flame situation. There was just a lot of stuff in this demo you really didn't know. And that's just fairly important. I'm gonna leave it at that because we don't need to put too much thought on that. Bottom line, which is very important, we got the Seven of Cups though. Pimp Cup Chronicles. We're gonna put a lot of time and energy on this. Pimp Cup Chronicle is the step after the sauce card. First of all, sauce card is the Six of Cups. That's your style, your steez, your essence. This is what makes you you, your sauce. You know, everybody is saucy. Six of Cups is like being all that. Everybody is all that. Seven of Cups be like all that in a bag of chips, right? Six of Cups. We all the same. Ain't nobody better than nobody else. But we do need to differentiate ourselves from everybody else. That's what this energy is. Every single person has something to bring to the table of life. Every single person got a purpose. You know what I'm saying? A job, a path. You know what I'm saying? A direction, a gift, something to bring to the table, to give to the world, to give to the community, give to their family, give to their race, give to whatever. Like, everybody got something to give. And when you give it, or at least understand what that gift is, what that gift is to give, that's how you differentiate yourself from everybody else. You ain't differentiating yourself, then you're just like everybody else, which is cool. I might talk my shit about karmics, but shit, 70% of the world is karmics. 28% are divines, and then you got the 1-2%ers who could be in any category, but it's more of them than us. God love them, so I love them. So, you know what I'm saying? I might talk my shit, but I don't put myself over nobody. Number one, because I ain't in a position to do that. Number two, because I'm fully aware, not full car, not unaware, I'm fully aware that, you know, we're all one. We're all brothers and sisters in Christ. Brothers and sisters in God, brothers and sisters in the universe, like whatever, however y'all want to put it, we all equal. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you're gonna have to differentiate your equal as to the next level. Otherwise, you a clone. Otherwise, you regurgitating, eating, soaking up the world business, not your business. Like, everybody has a business. If you ain't got no business, then you're gonna be caught up in everybody else's business. Now, this is the Pimp Cup Chronicles. This is an originator. There's a person who pulls out a pimp cup during pizza day on Friday when he was a kid, and now every Friday everybody got pimp cups. Well, nobody think about no pimp cup till you pull the pimp cup out. Now everybody pimp cupping around this bitch. That's this energy. This is something new you bring to the cipher, okay? That influences other people to do the same, because imitation is the best form of flattery. You know, it's kind of like what I did with the psychic community and shit. Like the shit that I'm on, motherfuckers weren't on that much. Now everybody on it. Everybody talking about Ascension. I'm saying Twin Flames kind of died down a lot since the year of Union. I guess since a lot of people ain't getting to Twin Flame Union recognition, this shit became irrelevant when this Twin Flame thing is infinite. A lot of people was cutting their Twin Flame cords when you can't cut a cord that God created. You mean to tell me humans got some shit that's better than what God putting out here? Like, I don't buy into that. Hey, when you survive this Twin Flame journey, when you unite with your Twin Flame, when you reconnect with your Twin Flame, like when you recognize your Twin Flame, you know what I mean? It takes you to a whole another level of being divine. If you're divine, then you already a pimp cup, waiting to show the world what you got going on. And that's the bottom line. And that goes for the masculine and feminine. Be your true selves. Why? That's going to help this happen. And this is out here, Twin Flame Union, Reunion, Recognition. And guess who has it? Who always has it in their energy? The divine masculine. We'll get to that in a second. This is you in regards to yourself. You the only one out here on this energy. And we'll get to that in a second. Yeah, bottom line, be all you can be. Become the best versions of yourselves. That's what this Twin Flame situation does. Evolve yourself. It changes your life, man. If you've been in a Twin Flame demo for a minute and ain't no growth, like you ain't an X-Men by now, like you ain't an actual psychic, or at least trusting into your intuitions at this moment, or at least know how to read the Underground Railroad at this point, at least see the signs and the signals and the synchronicities. Like if you can't read, whether that's cards or energy or whatever the fuck, like being in a Twin Flame situation is going to make you a better person. Even if you win it by yourself. You ain't never in it by yourself. That might be how you feel, but that ain't what it is. Growth, development, evolution, X-Menism. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens in this Twin Flame situation. So dig deep. Okay. Divine Feminine, you come into the situation with the Two of Pentacles. This is you and what you bring to the table. Dig deep. This is what you bring it to the table of life. This is what you bring to your family. This is what you bring to the job you work at. This is what you bring to your relationship. This is what you bring to your Twin Flame. It's something. I mean, you got something going on. Like you're a pinnacle. We're all walking, talking pinnacles. The earth is a pinnacle. Like you something. The earth is something. You something. But you got something to bring to the table though. You can really bring something to the world, to the earth, to the community, to a relationship, to a family, something. Like you got something going. Okay? Work it. Gotta pick another card. Put some more smoke on this Two of Pentacles. You got something going on. And it's got a lot to do with your life. Eight of Pentacles, that's your life in the card. Shoes on your feet, clothes on your back, comfortable beds you sleeping on. You know what I'm saying? The car you driving, kids you got, your Twin Flames in your life, God is in your life, children is in your life, family is in your life, job is in your life. You know, some people got everything but have nothing. And there's people who have nothing but have everything. Because life is what you make it, right? When it comes to your life, feminine, you really need to understand that this is you and your divine masculine. Y'all gotta fit in your life. See, you two got your own lives. This is your life. It goes from like this is you, this is your life. This is your divine masculine. He has his own life too. Now, y'all two are an item. You know, you two are in each other's lives, but y'all got two separate lives at the end of the day. Until the two of you become one. How do you become one with another person? Through union. Union ain't just divine. Two karmics can get married under the eyes of God, and that's a union too. You You know what I'm saying? So look at your life. It's all over the place. That's what a life consists of. It's all over the place. Can't fit nothing in here. How's this gonna fit in here? It can't. Now what you do, is there a 9 of Pentacles out here? Let me see if I can find a 9 of Pentacles for the sake of the example. It's out here. And I'm gonna pick that as a clarifier for the next card. Hopefully that adds spice to it. See this 9 of Pentacles? You got 4 of Pentacles here, 4 of Pentacles here. This is you lining your life up. Why? So you can fit this in your life. See this? Can fit here. You see this? Can fit here. You understand what I'm saying? You can do that. Once this 8 of Pentacles start looking like this. 9 of Pentacles. Feminine, you personally got some cleaning to do. You got to clean out some closets. You got to clean out some properties. You got to clean out a lot of shit, man. It's about really the home environment that you and your divine masculine are trying to build. The kingdom y'all trying to build. You know, right now it's like, even if this was the time for union to happen, like if union happened right now, it's like the way you set up divine feminine, you still need shit. Masculine probably too. I ain't just yapping on you without getting on him, but because y'all the same. But you in particular, feminine. It's just, you gotta start lining some shit up in your life. Otherwise, you and your divine masculine ain't really gonna lock in on the life department the way y'all need to be locked. Could be the environment you in or he's in. Could be where you stay at or where he stay at or where y'all stay at. That type of situation. Masculine. You're coming to the situation with the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups is the sauce. I told you, we just broke that down. That's your sauce. That's your steez. That's your essence. That's what makes you you. Everybody is saucy. Everybody on this planet is saucy. That's cool. That's fine. That's dandy. But you're gonna have to be, and this is being all that. 6 of Cups. You all that masculine, but guess what? You gotta be all that in a bag of chips. That was the bottom line energy. Being more than what you are. How do you become more than what you are? This twin flame situation. Somebody be telling my masculine all the time, but I guess it's something he's kind of gonna get soon, sooner than later. You know, that it's the best shit that ever happened to me. Might not look like it on a pinnacle level. Like, you take a look at like what I got in my life. The PINNACLE, the pinnacle I'm at right now. You know what I mean? Might look grim, might look real, raw. You know what I mean? But overall, I am not the same person I was when I met my divine mask. In fact, I'm advanced in so many ways. It's crazy. I was just telling a client about that. I broke my whole story down to him because he asked the same question I asked that got me here. And I would go and just rant about that, but I ain't got the time. But it was one question I asked myself, and that was the first question that got me here. That got me to the books I started reading, and got me to the people I started involving myself around. Like, this shit is really like getting out the matrix for real. This twin flame situation propelled everything. Because before this twin flame situation, I was in a dark space. Very dark. Very, very dark. My outlook in the world was very whack. I had a very low frequency prior to twin flame recognition. Things started to make sense once I met my twin. I started to make sense. Like, well, it just started to change. Like, just change. And if my twin flame is watching, he's probably hearing this shit, and it's just like, what the fuck is you talking about? All that? That's for me, like, the fuck out of here. Like, yeah. And it's vice versa. So, the other shit to say is, like, dig deep. You know, you are so much more than what you are, and you act like you don't know it. Full card. Overall energy, which is just fairly important. Unaware. You act unaware when in reality you're aware. Subconsciously. Indirectly. You know, you see indirect things that make you aware, but directly you just, like I say, masculines got all the pieces to the puzzle. They just got to put that shit together. And that's the shit they need to be doing while the feminine is getting her life together. Feminine row. Feminine, you in regards to yourself personally, you got the Queen of Cups. This is the X-Men card, what I was just talking about. Okay? This twin flame shit will turn you to an X-Men. Now, people ask me all the time. This is the psychic card in my deck. People ask me all the time, yo, how you become a psychic? I'm like, shit, it's just a hobby I picked up in the lobby. Like, for real. You know, I was just infatuated with horoscopes. Used to read them as a kid all the time. Love horoscopes. Loved everything about it. Didn't know what it was or shit. I knew I was Leo, and like as Leo, I always stayed in the current events of my horoscope and shit. So like once I got in college, started reading books and shit, started being exposed to other things, and you know, I became a master. Like I remember being a kid at the Barnes and Noble bookstore, wanting to go to the occult section, not because some Necronometron or some demonology or fallen angel book or some negative ass shit caught my attention and made me want to go over there. And I come from a Christian church home, so they told me to stay away from that aisle and shit like that. So, you know, it was this astrology book had the birthdays in there and shit. And like I was always drawn to that book. But I really couldn't buy that book till like 18. I've been wanting to get that book to like since I was like 6. So when I turned 18, it's the first book I bought. You know what I'm saying? I ain't catch the Urantia book till like 21, 22. And it took me 5 years to find that. But anyway, that was the change. You know? From horoscopes to tarot. Tarot to numerology. Numerology to physics. Physics to quantum physics to metaphysics, metaphysics to a whole bunch of other subsidies. Now I got powers, actual profit. Like I can actually predict shit, future coming calamities, things of that sort. I can talk to dead people, spirits, or folks that ain't even here. They here, but they ain't here. You know what I'm saying? Like I've become like a medium, a bridge. To relay messages from sides. I don't even know where they located. You feel me? And like I said, I fuck with God. I'm a Christian psychic at the end of the day. And like I said, can't explain this shit to an average person. This twin flame shit created the interest in all this. So I literally became like an X-Men. I'm like Gambit with the cards. Like if I was an X-Men, I'd be Gambit because I'm deadly with cards. I mean, I'm nice without them, but with them, deadly be. Feel me? My twin flame. If I could tell you what type of X-Men my twin flame was, like I said, he's Wolverine. You know, strong as an ox, fucking can rebuild wounds. Not on some like intentionally heal wizard type shit like that. Like nah, like this nigga's healing ability is on a level I've never seen. And I've been a CNA for years. I've been in healthcare for 12 years, and I've never seen nobody recover the way he's recovered. I've never seen a person retain as much information as he can retain. He's like a he's nigga. He's like a He's like fucking Wolverine, bro. Tough son of a bitch. He survived eras he should have been gone. His trauma, like physical trauma, you can talk about like emotional and psychological trauma. Like he went through that too. But we talking about like the physical. To be who he is and where he at and what he on now from what the fuck he's been through, he shouldn't be alive. Like it's like Wolverine. It's like the equivalent of getting shot in the head and living through that shit. Me, I would have died. I would have not went through what my master went through, but thank God we are who we are. Because he couldn't have my path. He couldn't walk the feminine path. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't walk the feminine path. And I couldn't last the masculine path. Because, you know what I'm saying? Twin Flames, this custom made. God specifically created these Twin Flame demos. And you can't cut this cord. And I'm going to pause. Because I do see a Ten of Swords out here. And I know exactly what this is. It's got a lot to do with cord cutting. And I'm going to get to that. Psychic. Turn yourself to a psychic, divine feminine. Really take this shit serious. Yes, your divine master ain't fucking with you. Yes, it ain't what you see online or what these other little fake ass twin flame psychics is telling you this shit's supposed to be, but fuck all that. Growth and development, nigga. Like, do this twin flame thing to develop yourself, to be the best version of yourself you can be. And in the process of doing that, you make your twin flame the best person they can be. And that's your job, feminine. Your job is to lead your masculine to the promised land. Your job is to make your masculine super, just like you, because they super. Their superness made you super. You just returning a spiritual karmatic favor. Masculine, you in regards to feminine, you got a big ass decision to make. This is the Queen of Swords, Lucy Lou card in my deck. Being 10 toes the fuck down on what mental direction you need to go right now. Or being 10 toes the fuck down on a mental decision that's very important. It deals with the feminine, your divine feminine. Whatever this decision is, whatever this direction is, deals with your feminine. Serious. You want to know why? Because you can't begin things until you end something. You choose to deal with your divine feminine. You choose, like, you make an important decision to go in a direction with your feminine, or an important decision that's going to affect your divine feminine too. Ain't no coming back from that. Ain't no backseats. Ain't no Chinese fucking cuts, man. Like, can't renege on this. This is something you can't renege on. This is something that's very big. This is some life changing shit. Like marrying your twin flame. Physically dealing with your twin flame. Like, y'all cool as friends and shit, but like now it's time to test to see if you can still be friends and lovers at the same damn time. You know, that's a test that you guys gonna have to go through. Like, this shit is Jumanji. It's a 2-player game, and both of you gotta be present to finish this game. You can't play this by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Once you start this game, you gotta finish it. Otherwise, it's gonna be a calamity of karma, just like Jumanji, especially with twin flames and union, reunion, and recognition. Feminine, you in regards to the masculine energy, you got the 10 of swords. This is death or permanent ending. This is out here to just reflect on death and permanent endings. Twin flame situations never end. You're gonna see your twin flame in the next world. You saw your twin flame in your former world. Y'all knew each other in the last world. Y'all going to another world. Y'all gonna know each other. This ain't the first time this twin flame thing has happened. That's what makes this twin flame thing what it is. It's infinite. It's bigger than what you think it is. That's why you can have male divine feminines, woman divine masculines and shit. This shit is it's energy, son. You know, the energy cannot be destroyed nor created. Bodies, you can create life, can't you, women? Nigga, they cloning niggas now. So what's a body? What's a body when it comes to like love, romance, emotions, and shit like that? You forget it's motherfuckers in prison who ain't never gonna see the opposite sex that have full on relationships and shit like that. I mean, given their situation, not saying sucks it had to be like that for them to find true love or whatever the fuck, but like you can't put flesh on like love. Romance on the other shit, yeah, but like love, it's deeper. Love transcends past flesh. You understand what I'm saying? This twin flame situation transcends past death. Love transcends past flesh. Twin flame shit just transcends past death. This shit don't end till both of you are gone. Because when both of you are gone, then obviously you on the next motherfucking planet doing this shit over again. One of you gone, that means one of you still here. And as long as one of you are alive, this shit still goes on. Your twin become like Ghost Dad, Ghost Mom. They're here. They help you. They're present. They rock with you. They, you know what I mean? They'll fuck with you on a whole nother level. They fuck with you in a whole nother realm now. You know what I'm saying? But when y'all both gone, that's when this story on Earth gone. So always remember that. It's a lot of twins who are living without their divine counterparts. Y'all still got work to do. Y'all still got growth, development, evolution to have. It don't stop till you yourself, feminine, are gone. And that's what you realize. And also, you're realizing that it's the 10 of Swords. This is death. Death's prevalent. Happens every single day. Nobody promised tomorrow. Make today the best day you can make it, because I'm saying this energy is for everybody. This energy is going to happen to every single one of us. We ain't hoping for it. It's just a fact. It's a piece of information like this card that I'm giving for you to take and take how you want. So, masculine, you in regards to yourself personally, you got the 4 wands. Twin flame, union, reunion, and recognition. This is what you want. Told you, this card been coming out every reading I've done in the past 2 months. Y'all ready? Now what's been happening is feminine ain't been ready. Or feminine, like I've been saying in the early part of this message, feminine, you got shit you gotta do. for the long term effect of this, man, like, just gotta do what you gotta do. So, time to come home. Master wanna come home. You wanna come home. You tired of not having whatever this thing is, your divine feminine keep talking about. Like, at this point, you geeked about the twin flame shit, or off what could be, off the development and the growth that can happen from it, the evolution that can come from it. Feminine is like a vet. Like, you like a newbie. You just 18 years old, ready to fight for your country, just been propaganda sized and just manipulated to be exactly where you at. You don't know where you at. You don't know the death that's impeding death that's gonna face you. You don't know what's gonna happen. Like, you a newbie. You just wanna fight. You just wanna serve your country. Like, you still on the service part about the shit. It's like you fly to Vietnam and shit, and you see your twin flame, the white feminine. She's got like a cigarette in her mouth, looking like Lieutenant Dan from Forrest Gump and shit. Been through the trenches. It's like, yeah, I was once just like you, but I've been in the game for a little bit. You're gonna have my face pretty soon. But enjoy that little innocence, because I'm telling you that shit there, it's going bye bye. Feminine's been in the game for a minute. Masculines are just like ready to play. Took this whole time for y'all to be wanting to play now. Feminine really waited for this moment, but so much time and so much shit has passed. She's still getting ready. He could be a she could be a he. You know, I be rocking. Future final roll, wrapping this up. Feminine going to the future. You got the Ace of Pentacles. This is a big ass pinnacle. Whatever this thing is important. It's something. It's a person, place, or a thing that's gonna be like the cornerstone of whatever you got going to the future. So this could be the twin flame thing. Like, Madison wants to come home. Twin flame union recognition is happening as we speak. You just have to accept it. It's like, do you want to be a twin flame union reunion recognition, divine feminine? Accept or decline. It's time for you to accept. Like, masculine was in this energy at one point, and it's crazy how the tables turn. Ain't nothing left to do, feminine, but accept your fate. Oh, you ain't ready. Oh, it's too much on your. Okay, all right. Guess what? This is the same thing you wanted your masculine to do. Drop everything and come home. You know, folk put some attention on you and not whatever you going through. You going through a lot. It's a lot you're going through, right, feminine? I bet your masculine's in the same position. You're gonna have to, but you ain't the masculine. See, you in the same position as the masculine, but you ain't your masculine. That's what I say all the time. Like, like, y'all ain't me. Me, like I said, loyalty factor heavy, love factor heavy. Like, the respect goes a long way. Like, to be here with me is like a blessing. You understand what I'm saying? Because what I'm coming with is like some superb shit. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't do what a lot of people do, because they ain't me and I ain't them. I just move different. You know what I mean? Motherfucker take advantage of you. I ain't gonna do that. Motherfuckers a curse God and everything he built. I ain't gonna do that shit. Motherfuckers ain't got no values, no tradition. You know what I mean? Ain't got no awareness, no type of knowledge of self. Well, I'm motherfuckers out here with nothing. You know what I'm saying? You got something. And it goes a long way. Be a divine goes a long way. You don't get no cookies for it, but it goes a long way. But feminine, it ain't nothing to do but accept this at this point. Yeah, it ain't the right time, but who cares? Accept it. At least accept the proposal. At least accept the offer. At least accept the date. At least accept the invite. Because this looks like an invite. This looks like an announcement. This looks like something, okay, that needs your attendance or needs your A for attention. Make sure you give it's that. Final card is message: masculine, you go into the future of the self-imposed prison. It's a false sense of security. You feel you need to be secure with something before you're secure enough to secure something else. This could be a false sense of entitlement. You know, you feel you owed something, which in essence is a trap, because now your expectation is like here. So just say it don't happen, that fall, that crash, for having that high expectation. you're gonna fall so hard it's gonna do a mental number on you. This is, like I said, just having walls and gates up against your heart and mind to keep your heart and mind from getting broke. When that's gonna happen anyway. People are gonna find a way to get over these walls and penetrate these walls to penetrate your defenses to get you while you're vulnerable. You gotta get hurt before you get happy. You gotta go through a lot of BS before you get to the good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you at a point now, masculine, where it's time to have faith. Like you coming with an invitation to your feminine or a ring for your feminine, or you want to buy a property for your feminine and you to build a life with. Like you're you know, you in the process masculine and manifesting something huge. You know, really taking a big leap of faith or jumping out the window finally for love. You know, shit your feminine done plenty times. Your feminine been jumped out the window, fell on her ass, trying to jump in your arms, but you wasn't even paying attention, or you was so shocked she actually did it, you couldn't move and you just let her fall, and you kicking yourself in the ass for letting her fall, not once but a few times. Like a lot of shit, a lot of stuff that you know you feeling that you kind of might have regret with if you do this. Like I sense a lot of masters wanting to put it all on the line for the feminine, but they're in a self-imposed prison about it. So in the same way that they're reaching out, that they're inviting, that they're proposing, that they're doing whatever that they're doing, they still keeping, and that's the mental prison. They still keeping buffers up just in case you don't accept, just in case you do decline, just in case it's like they wear a parachute on their way to jump out the window for love. You didn't have a parachute. You didn't have no safety net. You didn't have no cushion. Like you literally fell on your ass, picked yourself up, and like probably did it again. You know what I'm saying? Madison, like I say, the way they moving is like how king pieces move in chessboards. Carefully. That's the message that I got. I hope I can be of good use. It's your boy D.Boom. Please stay tuned for new messages coming Sunday. So, holla.